The most expensive mistake you will make is underestimating your DPC cost. I've seen many projects go on hold, not because the client doesn't have enough money for that project, but because they underestimated the cost of the DPC level. Alongside my engineer to break down the cost of DPC in Lue in 2026. So what is the cost of DPC in Lue? Stay with me while we dig, digest, and digress on this topic. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know, it's your favorite girl, the Healer Real Estate Talk. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment, whatever you feel I need to talk about. Me here is our engineer, Mr. KC. He'll be taking you on the various stage of DPC, the budget, the do and don'ts of DPC if you want a solid one. So over to him. Please stay tuned.
Yeah. Greetings to all. My name is Engineer KC Obokeve. I'm the principal engineer with KMAX Engineering Services. So fortunately, I'm a resident of Shalom Estate.
Shalom Villa Estate.
Yeah, so many of us here, so we have about 40-something residents now, quite peaceful. We've been enjoying the atmosphere. However, we have a team that be handling different kinds of projects, different house types. We have 10 prototypes or 10 different house types here. So across board, we'll have about 12 ongoing projects at different stages. About 4 are already in completion stage. However, for today, we'll have series of these, like starting from the footing of the building to at least roofing. Then finishing is individual taste, right? However, structural work remains structural work. If you want to have solid work, work with good integrity. That's awesome, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're looking at DPC. Now, DPC forms the foundation of every building. And it's quite important that we get it right. If you make mistake at DPC, especially at the setting out, the form work, the block work, the reinforcements, we'll keep having issue even till the end. However, in Shalom Mega City, we'll have a team of supervisory team, So they won't even let you do the wrong things. Then FCDA team also comes in. So at every stage of work, they give you approval to go on. However, there are many advantages in building in Shalom. The drawings are already there. Maybe all the house types. This particular one is for 3-bedroom terrace. We have 1-bedroom terrace. We have the Lotus, which is 3-bedroom terrace, and that is most sold.
3-bedroom fully detached.
Lotus 3-bedroom fully detached. So is most patronized, most built when it comes to residents who have most people living in it. So that's why we'll concentrate on that for today. So it's 300 square meter, right? And like I said, big advantages. We have a couple of advantages. The drawings are there. It's quite optimized drawing in terms of reinforcement. And secondly, the building approval by development control. So you don't have to go through those bureaucracies to get your drawings approved. It has been approved.
Okay.
Then thirdly, you also have the experts, the companies doing the setting out for you. So there's no case of an encroachment. So what you have in the drawing is what you have on ground. Say something.
Okay, Mr. Kisi. For due to time and people not liking too much lengthy videos, let's just dive into the DPC.
Now, DPC sets you into building your home dream, right? So the first thing, like my team, the way we do it to encourage people to get started. So the total cost of DPC averagely is about 6 million, depending on topology of your ground. Some grounds needs more soil balancing, some needs ground beam reinforcement, some needs maybe two chaining, full chaining, half chaining, right? So this comes out that brings out the variation in the total cost to build a DPC.
So how land topology can affect your DPC costs? Now, some DPCs, you have 7 courses of block, you are done, and you have a good height. But this one, you see at the front, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 courses. Yeah, but down, we're having 13 to get a level ground. So if you check this, this is almost maybe 2.5 meters from down. It's still the same DPC for me, right? So there is iron extension, there is the column extension, there is chaining, perhaps there is even ground beam, right? Yeah, same must have been this.
However, at average, we have 6 million. Now, what comes up to this is we also try to break it down. So we'll have 3 phases. Even in the DPC, we have 3 phases. So you can start. It mustn't be that you must have 6 million. You can start with maybe 2 million. You get the footing stage. So the first phase is to get the footing casting. After the footing casting, you do the block work and the laterite filling. After the laterite filling, the third phase, you now do the DPM, the hardcore, the Y mesh, the budding, then the proper slab casting, and you are done. So on the first stage, which is the footing, so we'll have about 14 columns. So that 14 columns, 14 baskets, all independent. So that will cost, plus the casting will cost about maybe 2 million. Then laterites, we do block work, which is about 750 to 850, depending on the topology, right? Blocks. That is 9 inches block. So we usually do our forming on the DPC. Then after that, we'll do filling. After filling, we can say, okay, the second phase is done. Then we'll go into the third phase, which the cost of block now is about solid block is about 750. So you calculate 750 into 850 or 750 to 850 pieces. Then the chucking. We also give analysis. The way we carry our clients along. We can tell you a bag of cement can lay certain amount of blocks. So in so doing, you know the exact thing you are spending. However, on the third phase, after you've done the block work, do the lateral filling, the next is to do the compaction of the soil. So after work three, you compact the soil, lay your DPM, which we know as the thick leather, then the hardcore, wire mesh, then carpenter boards, you do the floor casting. So, and this all won't be more than 6 million.
All right. Thank you very much for that breakdown, Engineer Casey. I believe most of your questions about DPC have been answered. If you feel there are things you need to know more about DPC level, questions you need to ask about doing your 300 square meter DPC level, kindly leave it on the comment section. And please subscribe, because we'll be dropping the part 2, which is from DPC level to rooftop. So leave your questions, leave your comment, whatever you want to see at the site, leave it in the comment section. We'll be making the next video part 2, maybe by next week, on how to move it from the DPC level to the rooftop. Engineer Casey is a resident in Shalom Villa Estate, and he's currently handling about how many projects now, sir?
About 12 ongoing.
Okay, 12 ongoing projects. He's also available to handle your project if that is what you wish for. Just reach out to us and we'll link you to him. Have a nice day. Kindly leave a comment. Thank you. See you in my next video.